I love when you sleep on me. I like to wake them up. We gon' see. Big day ahead of us. Get out your bed, go get you some breakfast. Don't make excuses. Just make it effortless. Comfortable out of my comfort zone. Cut off the ones who ain't want me on. Worry about something when nothing's
What's up, beautiful people? I am back with another video, and y'all, this is going to be good. I got my coffee because it is 4:07 p.m. and your girl is tired. But you know what? We gotta get this video up. So today we are talking all about how to grow as a lifestyle influencer. Now, when I say lifestyle, I mean for the people who want to say they're lifestyle influencers because you don't want to commit to a niche, and that's not a bad thing. You are the type who is like, look, I am multifaceted, I have a lot to offer, I don't want to only create content about one specific thing. If that is you, I do recommend you check out this video that I posted all about niching and why I think that it's not always the smartest thing to do. So in this video, I actually wanna kind of build on that. So I recently did a TikTok all about how Tabitha Brown has basically grown her lifestyle brand, and she is doing some of everything. So I want this video to be a more in-depth version of that. So let's get into it. Now we're gonna be using Tabitha Brown as an example. I love me some Tabitha Brown. If you love Tabitha Brown, just go on and comment I love Tab in the comments, because she is so incredible. She has brought so much joy and soulfulness into social media in a time where everything just feels so curated and so overdone. And I think that that's exactly why she has grown so fast. Now, one thing about Tabitha Brown is she is going to make her coin, okay? She has so many things going on. And one day when I just sat down and thought about all of the stuff that she has going on that honestly doesn't all align, it's kind of all over the place, but it all makes so much sense. I realized, and it really clicked for me, that niching, you don't have to niche. So let's go through just some of the things that she has been doing over probably the last 2 years. So first of all, she is an author. She has a book, a memoir called Feeding the Soul, and it just jumped into a bestseller, obviously, almost immediately. Excuse me, a #1 New York Times bestseller. Second of all, she has a cookbook coming out that she is soon to release, which I think a lot of us know her, you know, for her cooking and for her vegan lifestyle. #3, she has a YouTube Kids series that she partnered with YouTube to create. She's also an actress on the show The Chi. And we cannot forget Donna's Recipe, which is her hair care line, but Donna, who is her hair. She recently released a clothing collection with Target. And of course, she has her restaurant, her vegan restaurant called Kale My Name, which has now multiple locations. So as you can see, y'all, it's been all over the place. So just by talking about Tabitha Brown, you can see that you don't have to only stick to one thing. And I think that's such a beautiful thing that her journey has kind of really revealed. But she is not the only one, and you have the potential to do this too. So I want to kind of break down some of the reasons why all of these things make sense. Now, a lot of people will argue that Tabitha Brown did in fact niche before she expanded. So people will say that veganism and health and wellness is her niche, which that is a part of her lifestyle, and that is a huge part of her lifestyle, but I would not say it is her niche. So let's get into what I would consider layering, and this is what I think Tabitha Brown has done an incredible job at, even if she doesn't realize it, because I really think Tab just is like she's just like full of so much soul and energy that, you know, it just exudes in everything that she does. So her content is her personality. When she first went viral, it wasn't because of her being a vegan. It was because of her personality. So she did what I would consider layering. And her first layer is her personality. So basically, when I say layering, think of this being like the top of a pyramid. So the first layer in her content is her personality. That's the first thing you're gonna feel and see when you see Tabitha Brown. And if you click on her Instagram, almost every single picture you see of her, she is smiling. She is showing her teeth. She is like wide smiling too, like, hey, you know, like she is super exciting and just like joyful. So you get that, you get her joyfulness and her happiness and her gratitude and her boldness. She's always wearing bold, bright colors. She is just always so bright, okay? So that is layer one. Layer two is health and wellness, or her vegan lifestyle. So even though I feel like saying veganism is not necessarily all encompassing, because she still like talks about inspiration and spiritual health, and like she kind of layers in other things with health, but for simplicity purposes, veganism. And this makes sense because that was the thing that made her go viral. So she was smart for continuing to create content around the topic that made her blow up. But the thing is that she kept pouring her personality into it. And even when she wasn't talking about being vegan, she still spread her content out. She would hop on and go live and share words of inspiration, or, you know, give encouragement, or just be transparent about where she was at or how thankful she was. So every single piece of content she created was not about being vegan. She understood that her personality was actually the selling point. So from there, her layer three, she starts introducing other interests into her content besides being vegan. So she starts talking more about her hair and building characters out of her life. So her hair is even a character. She calls it Donna, and she always talks about Donna, refers to Donna. Donna basically has a personality, and when people see her hair or they see Donna like done in a different style, people are like, oh my gosh, Donna is so cute. So she really started to curate characters within her life and create storylines of her life. So we know that her hair's name is Donna. We know that she has a husband named Chance, who, you know, they've been together since they were in high school. We know that they have like kids together, and you know, you start to know more about her story, which then in turn creates an even stronger connection with her, you know, between her and her audience. So if you really look at that, the three layers really have derived all of the projects that Tabitha Brown has done, because even from her clothing line, you know, her joyfulness, her happiness, her brightness is reflected in the clothes that she wears all the time. I can almost guarantee you, if Tabitha Brown had fallen into the neutral trend like 2 years ago and didn't wear any color, she probably would not have this Target collab that she has right now, you know, that is full of all these bright, fun colors and patterns that really represent who she is. And Tabitha Brown did not, like, you know, she will wear her designer, but she's not like dripped out with all the latest designers. And honestly, that has paid off for her, because now she has a full collection in Targets like all over the country, or probably the world. So, you know, she has just stayed true to herself. And I think that those layers, they all fall down on the foundation of all of these layers, which is her personality. So now, how does this apply to you? First thing you have to do is figure out your first foundational layer. This is usually the part that most people miss, and they jump right into the second layer of their content, and then you find yourself niching too narrow into that. So imagine if Tabitha Brown, you know, kind of hyper niched into her veganism. Like, she might be giving out recipes, telling you all these health facts, trying to, you know, doing swipe posts about, you know, why, I don't know, meat is not good for you. And like, she never dived too deeply into that. So a lot of times we skip that foundational layer, which is usually rooted in our personality or some type of mission or purpose that we are really attached to, that helps make our content have some type of feeling. And that is a big mistake that a lot of lifestyle influencers make, is that your content doesn't have any feel. It doesn't have any stickiness to it, to where people want to stick around and stay and see what it is that you're doing or what you have to say or your take on things. So you want to make sure that that first layer it boils down to a mission or a purpose or some sort of value that's deeply rooted inside of you. So if you really are into sustainability and you feel very connected to that, then I would recommend, you know, having that as part of your first layer. You know, if living a very sustainable life, maybe you source all your furniture from sustainable companies. Maybe you love shopping at these really cool, eclectic, sustainable stores, or you thrift a lot. Maybe you go to restaurants that source food from local, you know, farms or whatever. And so you're really like, that's your slight edge. That is the thing with the first layer, is that it gives you your slight edge. So that it's not that you're niching into sustainability. You're not necessarily talking all about like how to, like all this sustainability facts, and you're not like, you know, niching necessarily into that. You're just showing your lifestyle through the lens of being a sustainable, you know, valuing sustainability. So does that make sense? I hope it does, because there's something very different about niching into sustainability versus using that as a slight edge to kind of give your content a different focal point or a different feel than other general lifestyle influencers. You guys, this is so important because it's going to make your content more marketable to brands. If you are looking to be an influencer, I would assume that you are looking to have brand partnerships and work with companies that you really enjoy. And so when you have an arc to your content and it has some type of greater purpose or mission or feeling, that is exciting for brands, because they can now latch to you and you can help them give this message of sustainability or joy and happiness. So anyone who partners with Tabitha Brown, they are not partnering with her because she's a vegan. They're partnering with her because of her life's mission of spreading joy and happiness, and how effective she is in doing that through her content and everything that she puts out. So when you have some sort of meaning up under your content, it gives you so much more leverage and makes you way more marketable to brands who want to partner with people who value the things that they value as well. So that value system plays a huge part in setting yourself apart as a lifestyle influencer today. So I want you to write down your layers. Focus the most on layer 1, because this is going to be the thing that you filter through all of your content to help string it all together. It is not about having your fashion content here and your food content here and your this content there. A lot of times we get overwhelmed because we have all these interests and we're like, but I don't know how to string it all together. You string it all together because it's all stuff that you love and that you like and that is a part of your life. So show those different things throughout your content, but make it make sense through the purpose behind why you like it. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you would like more case studies, kind of real world examples, I feel like a lot of people are educating and sharing a lot of strategies that you can use, but I think that having real world examples and kind of understanding, why did this person grow? What are they doing that's different? And me kind of walking you through, you know, my take on how certain platforms or even companies have grown to where they are. I love doing that kind of stuff. So if you want to see more breakdowns or case studies like that, just let me know in the comments and I would love to do more videos like this. All right, you guys, write your layer 1s and let me know in the comments as well. If you comment, just put layer 1 and like share your brand or your business or your life's purpose with me. And I would love to hear that. I think that would be so encouraging. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.